Hey guys, it's your girl Prissy P here. Hey petty people, how's everybody doing today, guys? I'm super excited. It is Sunday. I know that I didn't post a video for the last 2 days, but I wanted to come with a video today, let you guys know that I miss you. Stuff has been crazy right now in the Lasseter household. We have been renovating, getting stuff done, getting new furniture. You know, like I told you guys, we're going through this whole decluttering process and letting go of old things and old habits and just old stuff, period. So we're all new and improved. But as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about some relationship stuff. I'm going to be giving you my take on dating, relationships, divorce. You know, from my standpoint, everyone has their own opinions. But before I get into this video, guys, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified for more videos. Gang. So a lot of you guys know I've shared some of my dating experiences with you guys on previous videos, previous story times, and a lot of you guys know that I am married. I've been married for 2 years. It'll be 3 years in December. And I get a lot of questions about you know, dating plus size, and feeling like you're not worth, you know, anything, or feeling like you need to learn your worth, or, you know, how do you know someone loves you, or etc, etc. So today I'm just gonna be doing a quick video talking to you guys about how I feel. So this is how I feel when it comes to dating. I have a problem with cheaters, and that goes for male or female. You know, a lot of the times we hear like the hate about a lot of men are cheaters, and how men, you know, lead us on, and they really want to have several relationships with you and Sally and, you know, Jennifer, all y'all at one time. And unfortunately, it's a lot of guys like that in the world. It is a lot of guys who like multiple women, and it's also a lot of guys who are committed to that one woman. You just have to find your one woman man. I know that Steve Harvey came out with his think like a man thing, but I feel like no woman should be thinking like a man, because God made us different for a reason. That's my opinion. I know a lot of you guys probably follow that book, probably follow those steps, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, this is how I look at dating. And this is something that's crazy, because you know how they say is no such thing as love at first sight. I never believed that, ever. I never believed that there's a such thing as love at first sight. But I was working at this call center, and I met this lady, and she said that her and her husband knew each other for 6 days and got married. She knew that was her husband, and he knew that was his wife, and they have been married for over 25-30 years. And I thought, like, excuse me, that's crazy. Like, it's no way that I can marry somebody in 6 days. Like, 6 days. I mean, she was an older woman, so I'm pretty sure this was back in the day, like probably like in the 50s or something, or the 60s. But the point was, like, you married him in 6 days. You felt that comfortable with a man in 6 days, where you would marry him and just put your life in his hands? And she said, yeah. And she said that it's been great ever since. And I said, listening to her story, I totally believe in love at first sight, for sure. Because if it's people out here that know that been dating someone for 5 years, get married and divorce, and that's because during that 5 years, that man had already shown you signs, and you have already shown him signs that y'all wasn't going to work, but you guys still got married, because that's what people do. They get married when they're already unhappy before the marriage. It's true, people do it. And then listening to her story, she said that everything that he did, everything that he's shown in those 6 days, made her know that was her husband, and that he was the perfect guy for her. Crazy story, right? I thought it was crazy as well, but I'm a believer of it, because I've seen it. I've seen how they are together. I'm like, wow, I mean, you guys are perfect for each other. So how I feel with dating is, go with the flow of what you feel. basically. It's no freaking handbook to dating. It's no freaking all this crazy stuff, all these rules and regulations and policies when it comes to dating. Just do you. Go with the flow of what you feel when you meet that person. That's how I feel. And so I want to say that if you're talking to a guy right now and you guys are keeping it cordial and he's not bringing up, you know, intimacy, he's not bringing up, you know, sex and things like that, that's good. You know, having a guy that you could really just kick it with, talk to on the phone, like almost like a brother, almost like a homeboy type thing, that's a good sign. That's how I feel. You know, but if he's already coming into this talking about, you know, intimacy and stuff like that, then you might want to rethink things, because at that point he's probably already, I mean, he's already giving you the sign that he just wants some butt. Like, you have to know the men that you're talking to. That's just simple as that. But if you are the type of woman who you're open and free to sleeping with the guy in 3 days, that's your business, then that's what you signed up for. That's what you get. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately it's what you think and how you feel. That's number one. So when I was younger, my mom would always tell me, this is how you know if a guy care about you. She said, you be on the phone with him and mention something like, oh, my phone bill is due, or my cable bill is due. My mom said that if he doesn't offer to help pay for one of those bills, leave him alone. Because if a man care about you and he's listening to you talk about things that you're worried about or things that you have to do, and he don't want to include himself to help fix the situation or help the situation, or ask you, you know, do you need anything, even if you already have the money for the bills, but if he don't even offer like, you good, like you need anything, she said leave him alone. Because that's the same man that he ain't gonna never help you with nothing. You're gonna always have to pay all the bills. It's gonna always be a headache with him. He has to bring something to the table. That's just something that my mom always told me. So when I had boyfriends, I would always say something like that. And if I hear how they sound like they don't really care, but I'm talking to you on my cell phone, so if my cell phone get cut off, I can't talk to you. So you obviously don't care if we talk or not. So run that. If you are dating right now, if you are a high schooler, or even it doesn't matter what age you are, if he don't show interest in you when it comes to your livelihood, clip. Because you're probably gonna be dealing with a dude who is gonna take advantage of you. No ma'am. He must help. He must add to the equation. That's number two. Definitely if he's talking about sex too fast, know what you get into. And if he don't offer if he don't offer to help with your livelihood things, cut him off. That's number two. No ma'am, it just don't work. Because the last thing you want to do is be stuck with a man where you stuck taking care of everything and he just sitting there fiddling his thumbs and on your couch every day. No, that's not what dating is about. That's not what happiness is about. It's about a team 50-50. So yes, number three, dating with Prissy P. Number three, pay attention to if he has a mom and if he has a sister. Pay attention to how he acts and treats them, because 9 times out of 10, if he treats them golden, he's gonna treat you golden. That's just how I feel. If he called his sisters, checking on them, loving on them, and you see the relationship, that's a good sign. Especially with his mama. If he got a mama and he always helping his mama, you know, saying yes ma'am, thank you ma'am, respectful to his mother, then he's gonna be respectful to you and your mother as well. That's very important. Now if you have a situation where a guy is not close with his family at all, and you have seen the way his family have treated him, and you're just like, it's a sad situation because his family don't really care about him, that's different. You know, you can't really force him to have a relationship with people who don't want a relationship with him. But if he's close to his family and you know it, and he treats them great, that's a good sign for you. You definitely want to give him a thumbs up. But you know, just take look at signs like that when dating someone, especially early in the game. Just look at how, just listen to him, listen to how he talk, listen to how he responds to things, and look at how he carry himself. And and also make sure he has goals and ambition. If you're talking to somebody and you're always talking about things that you want to do, you want to be a nurse, or you want to be an actor, or you know, whatever, and he don't have no type of, you know, goals in life, like that's a flag too, because it's like you can't win by yourself. It's like we're supposed to be a team, so you want to have somebody who's on the same page with you and have the same drive and passion as you. You know, it's all about listening to him. Guys will show you a lot about who they are in the first week. Women are different because we have so many levels of emotions and different things that we do and offer, but men, they can tell you a lot in a week, by talking to them. But I don't want this video to be super long, so we're gonna probably do a part 2 of this video. So this is the first video of dating with Prissy P. Next video we'll probably be talking about cheaters and how to know if he's cheating, things like that. But these take heed into these 4 little tips here, and you know, it will probably save you a lot of heartache and pain, you know, in some cases, because sometimes you can't control. You know, he could start off being a good guy, next thing you know, you don't know what you got. You got little Tasmanian devil over here, and you ain't even know. The first, you know, he fooled you in the beginning. So make sure you just pay attention to the signs. But pretty much, that's pretty much it, guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for subscribing. We're at 25K. That's freaking amazing. I love you. Gang, gang, gang.